Benny the Brave Bird. In a tall oak tree, deep in the forest, lived a little bird named Benny. Benny was the smallest bird in the nest, with bright blue feathers and a curious twinkle in his eye. But Benny had a secret. He was afraid to fly. While his brothers and sisters soared high above the trees, Benny stayed close to the branches. "What if I fall?" he wondered aloud. "You won't fall," his mother said gently. "But even if you do, I'll be here to catch you." One sunny morning, the forest was buzzing with excitement. A big festival was being held at the meadow, where all the animals gathered to celebrate the arrival of spring. Benny's family chirped eagerly. "Come on, Benny," said his sister Poppy. "The meadow is so fun, you'll love it." But Benny shook his head. "You go ahead, I'll stay here and keep the nest safe." Poppy tilted her head. "Maybe next time," she said kindly. Then, with a flutter of wings, she flew off. Benny watched her disappear into the sky and sighed. As Benny perched on the branch, feeling left out, he noticed something unusual. "Help! Help!" It was a tiny voice from the forest floor. Benny looked down and saw a squirrel stuck in a bramble bush. "Don't worry, I'll help you," Benny called. But Benny realized he couldn't climb down the tree. The branches were too steep. He looked around nervously. "If I fly, I can reach the squirrel faster," he whispered to himself. "But what if I fall?" Benny closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and spread his wings. "Just flap, flap, flap," he said to himself. Then, with one big leap, he launched off the branch. The wind rushed past Benny's feathers as he wobbled through the air. "I'm flying!" Benny gasped, surprised. It wasn't perfect, but he was doing it. He dipped and bobbed until he reached the bush where the squirrel was trapped. With a gentle peck and a few strong tugs, Benny helped free the squirrel from the prickly brambles. "Thank you, Benny," the squirrel said, her tiny paws shaking. "I thought I'd never get out." Benny smiled. "You're welcome. Are you okay to walk?" The squirrel nodded. "Yes, but I was on my way to the meadow for the festival. I don't want to go alone." Benny's heart fluttered. The meadow was far away. Could he fly that far? He looked at the squirrel's hopeful face and made a decision. "Let's go together," Benny said, puffing out his chest. "I'll fly above and make sure you're safe." When Benny and the squirrel arrived at the meadow, the animals cheered. Benny's family flew over, their wings flapping with excitement. "You did it, Benny," Poppy said. Benny smiled, his feathers shining in the sunlight. "I guess I'm not afraid anymore," he said. From that day on, Benny wasn't just the smallest bird in the forest, he was also the bravest. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We post videos every single day.